Hello everyone. In previous lecture, we have seen the different applications of computer graphics like user interface, cartography, in animation, entertainment, in education and training, as well as in cartography and plotting 2D and 3D graphs. Many organizations or companies are using graphics to draw the graphs or the chart. So we have seen different applications of the computer graphics. Now moving ahead, today we will see the next part, that is display devices used in the computer graphics. There are display devices where we are using computer graphics like vector scan display, raster scan display, LED, LCD, plasma, etc. So we will see these display devices one by one. We will see the diagram, working principle of each display devices. First of all, we will see the first display device, that is vector scan display, or it is also called as random scan display. So first we will see the how or where the vector scan display is used. Suppose basically this vector scan display is used to draw a point, line or character. Okay, if you want to draw point, line, character, then we are using this vector scan display. Suppose, and for displaying this line, point or character, you must have a electron beam. You must have electron beam. Many of you have already studied we have seen the CRT tube, that is cathode ray tube. In that cathode ray tube, the electron beam is bombarded on the CRT. And by using that electron beam, the various point, line, character is displayed. Okay, and that electron beam is emitting electrons. Electron beam is emitting electrons on that coating, on that CRT or phosphorus coating. And when the electron beam is strike on that dot is illuminated. Okay, so for in this vector scan display, the beam is moving from left to right or is moving from one point to another point. using beam deflection circuit. Deflection circuit. And if I want to draw 2 points A and B, if I want to display point, then at that time the beam is, when A point is displayed, then that beam is off, and again it is making on at point B for displaying only points A and B. Okay, but if I want to draw a line from A to B, in this case the beam is continuously moved from A to B, or it is on, making on electron beam from moving A to B for displaying line A to B. So like this beam is moving randomly anyway. This beam is moving randomly. So that is why it is called as random scan display. That is why it is called as the beam is moved randomly from any point to any point. So that the name is random scan display. So vector scan display is also called as random scan display. Then we will see the architecture of this vector scan display. So this vector scan display contains different electrical or electronic parts. Okay, so here in this diagram you can see the architecture of vector scan display. So there are many parts are available in this vector scan display. So we will see one by one the parts of vector scan display. First, the main parts are display buffer memory, CPU, IO port, display controller, keyboard, mouse. Okay, so all these are parts of vector scan display. Then we will see the function of each part. The first is display buffer memory. First is display buffer memory. So what is display buffer memory? So basically the display buffer memory is storing different commands. Display buffer memory is storing different commands for drawing, point, line, character, etc. So before the electron beam striking on that phosphorus coating of CRT, first what exactly done before that, before displaying any point, line, character? First of all, there are some commands. Are required to execute or to draw that particular line, point, okay, on the display. So this display buffer memory is contains display list. Display buffer memory contains display list or display program. Display buffer memory stores display list or display program. In that there are different commands are stored. Here you can see in this display buffer memory there are different commands. commands are stored in this display buffer memory, and they are executed depending on the requirement, what to be displayed on the displayed bus. So display buffer memory is also called as refresh buffer. Display buffer memory is also called as a refresh buffer. Okay, because it is continuously refreshing, or if you want to display any image, it should be continuously refreshing. Okay, so this is called as refresh buffer. Okay, so then next part of the vector scan display is display controller. Next part is display controller. So this display controller is reading the commands, or it is converting the commands from display buffer memory with the help of CPU and I/O ports. Okay, so the CPU and I/O port are helping to display controller to reading the instruction or to reading the commands from this display buffer memory and converting these commands. Display controller is going to convert commands to digital and point coordinate. Means what? There are some different commands are there, but display controller is playing main role. Display controller will read that command and interprets it, and it converts these commands to digital format, digital coordinate or digital and point coordinate. And there is another part is available, it is not shown in this diagram, that is called as vector graphics generator. That is called as vector generator or vector graphics generator. So display controller convert that commands from display buffer memory to digital point coordinate, and it will pass this coordinate. This will pass this coordinate, digital coordinate, to vector graphics generator. Vector graphics generator. Then this vector graphics generator is available. What is the role of vector graphics generator? It will convert whatever the digital signals or digital coordinates are received from this display controller to analog voltage. It will, the vector graphics generator, convert digital coordinate to analog voltage, isn't it? It convert digital to analog voltage. So then this analog voltage is with that help of analog voltage, this analog voltage again pass to next part, that is beam deflection circuit. Is we have in the starting of this vector scan display we have mentioning the beam deflection circuit. So main beam or the electron beam is emitted, okay, with the help of this beam deflection circuit, and it will deflect from point to point. Okay, so for moving from one direction to another. Okay, the direction and magnitude is decided by this beam deflection circuit. Okay, so it will receive the analog voltage or analog coordinate from the vector graphics generator. Okay, so beam deflection circuit receive the analog voltage from vector graphics generator, and with that particular voltage it will display electron beam or it will emit electron beam on the CRT phosphorus coating, on the CRT phosphor coating, that is cathode ray tube phosphor coating. So the CRT tube contain some phosphorus coating or phosphorus dots which are made of RGB, red, green, blue, RGB. So that phosphor coating will be made glue or it will eliminate because of when that electron beam strikes on that phosphorus coating, it will start to glow, and that is why we will see some particular line, particular dot, particular character on the display device. When that electron beam is not striking on that coating, we will not see any point line character. Whenever that beam is, whenever that electron are emitted on that particular location, at that location only we can see whatever we are expecting. Okay, so this is beam deflection circuit. Okay, it will move from point to point. It will move from one point to another point randomly. That is what it is called as random scan display, isn't it? Okay, so these are the main parts. These are the main parts of vector scan display. So there may be question like this in your MSBT examination. Explain vector scanner display or explain random scanner display. So at that time you have to first draw the diagram. Okay, so diagram is very important. In some question, diagram is very important. When you can draw the diagram, the 50% work is completed. Okay, so you must able to draw diagram. Okay, you should make practice. There are some diagrams, there are some algorithms we are studying in this subject, so you should try to practice. You should draw on your notebook. Okay, then only you can easily draw in exam. So don't only see the diagram, you can practice the diagram, and just only remember this main part. Just remember these main 4 parts. Okay, using these 4 parts you can explain all these diagrams. Okay, so I will again repeat. First, this vector scan display device used to display only point, line, character, and in this whatever the beam deflection circuit is present, it will move randomly. It will move from, if I want to display only points A and B, at that time it will on at A, then directly move from A to B, and at point B it will be on. In between it will be off. Okay, so and if I want to draw continuous line from A to B, then it will be continuously on. Okay, for displaying this line. Okay, similarly for character. So first you remember that it will for point, line, and character. Then this vector having four important parts. First is display buffer memory. It will contain display list or it will contain display program. It will contain, and their display list or display program contains different commands, and that commands are used to draw something on the display device, and that commands are in the display buffer memory. And it is also called as display buffer memory is also called as refresh buffer. It is called as because it is continuously executed after some particular time. It will be in the millisecond. Okay, so it will be continuously refreshing. So it is called as refresh buffer. Okay, then whatever the commands are in their display buffer memory, they are executed by the display controller. It will be executed by the display controller with the help of CPU and I/O port. And it will convert that commands. It will display controller. It will convert that commands to digital point coordinate.